Hey guys, I'm back from the video. Today we're on One Shot MC with another cannon here. This cannon is a 40-second, 1-second auto. I'll be breaking it down, show you guys how to do it, and yeah. Let's get started right into it real quick here. No delay. Obviously, speed 5, and yeah. Might have to stop the auto fairly quick here because server has been having a lot of problems lately with TPS. But we're going to try our best to see how far we can get before the server starts to completely destroy itself. Okay, so you guys can obviously see the cannon is working completely fine. We're probably going to start getting some TPS lag here, as you guys can see right now. Yeah. That happened relatively quick. Yeah, so as you can see, it's working perfectly. The only rather difference it's making is the TPS. But yeah, as you guys can see, it is working awesomely. Going pretty fast, as it should be. TPS is still doing pretty well. I think we're going to get some misfires. No, not quite. Not quite yet. Once the server can see the TPS on the right, once I see that starting to go down relatively far, that's when I'm going to stop. And we're actually almost out of walls here. That's kind of special. I have more walls. Yeah, you get the point. You guys get the point. There, it's going quite fast. It can go for a very far distance. I would say probably 35 chunks before it actually runs out, which is absolutely amazing. So we'll go back here, and I'm going to turn it off because we're going to start getting, yeah, I'm going to start getting problems. Obviously, wow. So much stuff going on in one chunk. Okay, turn it off. We got that nice perfect XP with no lag, not that bad of lag at least, which is amazing. So yeah, by the way, I had to cut this off because it was causing lag too. But yeah, so we got through all those walls in a matter of seconds, which is amazing. And if this was a full chunk buffer of all walls, so, you know, 160 walls as one chunk buffer, it would get past all the walls with no lag, like a full 1 second. No lag on it. It would get in the base at least under 4 minutes, 4 minutes, so that'd be pretty awesome. The one shot didn't mess up, I don't know what I'm talking about. But yeah, even if it did, it was probably from the TPS. But yeah. So we got through that perfectly, which is amazing. Time to show what's happening. So up here we have all the power and everything. Like I said, this power can probably go pretty far. I would say like, you know, 30 chunks. It's a pretty good power. So yeah. Now we got the hammer up here and all that stuff. Let's do a little basic rundown of all the stuff going on here. You guys can just look at it, see what's going on. Okay. Right here. Yep, okay. Now I'm going to start at the sand comp. That's the first thing I'm going to start off with. So, what I'm kind of doing with this design off of is having everything have its own turn. 4 sand comps for 1 second, 2 sand comps for 3 seconds, and, I mean, maybe you might be able to get 2 sand comps for 1 second, and then have those 2 sand comps combined, each being 3 seconds. Yeah, you get the point. So yeah, we have this right here. If I had access to GF3, I would show you guys. But this, it can get double pulsed, or it can get quadruple pulsed actually, and it has no problems with it, which is absolutely amazing. So it'll be able to boost it, and it'll all stay here, and it'll be absolutely no problems. I'll show you guys that in a second too. I'll show you guys all the cool stuff after in a little bit. Same thing right here. It's literally the same thing, just right there. You know, whatnot, whatever. With that, right here I have a T flip-flop mixed up or added onto a quick pulse on every single side, and then obviously I need to toggle the booster here and toggle the booster here every single time, so just have a little redstone going over to it, which is perfect, and it works completely fine. Obviously same thing here too. This has to boost off has to take off every single time one of these go off, so I just have it branching over once again. Obviously symmetrical, so I have the same thing going on over here. So yeah, you guys can see that. So with the Steve flip-flop, right now I have it synchronized to where it goes that side and that side and that side and that side and that side. So it works a lot better in multiple ways. One of the reasons why is an overlap redstone like right here or right here. Like it just doesn't overlap the redstone, which is not what we want. So obviously if I were to click this button, this would change, and this would be lit up, and that would be lit up, and you get the point. Yep, quick pulse, so then we don't have any other problems with it, and also if I don't have the quick pulse, this line would stay on the entire time until it gets switched again, which is not what we want at all. So just a quick pulse there, you guys can see you know, just on a 2 tick, so it's relatively quick pulse for the entire thing, hence quick pulse. I've said that multiple times in the last 30 seconds. But so yeah, everything's pretty much mirrored on the other side. It's a bit offset because what I have in here is a design of it's this, and this will go into this block, and then this will go into this pillar, and this will go into this pillar, which is exactly how I want it. So yeah, obviously just get over here, shot up into the barrel, and now we just have a bunch of framework up here. It's literally there's no actual, there's some dispensers here obviously, but right here we just have the one-shot sand right here, and obviously this goes off every second too. So then that just gets fired in. This is realignment because, as you guys can see down here, it is on 2 separate sides, so I have to realign the sand to this side because for those 2 sand columns, it's on a different side. So yeah, just gotta do this little quick realignments, and it's super easy to add in. We got the framework right here again for that and for that. So yep. Obviously, the rest of the can is up here. This can tick off multiple times. I'm actually going to fire just this. I know the exact amount of ticks it needs. So we get a button here. I'll go right here and I'll add it on real quick right here. Yep. Okay. So let's go. Boom. Oh, whoopsie. Boom. And it's actually, I think it's that. That should be it. Yeah, it looks right. Alright, so click the button real quick. You guys be able to see it does not mess up. Like nothing actually gets hit by the other one. You guys can see that it works completely fine, which is exactly what we need. You guys can see go from a side view here. Hopefully the TPS won't stop or anything. You guys see here, nothing gets shot around. It literally works completely fine. This is called the floating design. It works completely fine, as I just said. There's no overlapping of any sort. Obviously, we're going to get some TPS drop here now, as you guys can tell. So I'll turn it off. You guys saw it there. It never overlapped each other. It always had a completely clean, nothing, there's no problem with it actually. Wow, that's catching up. Holy. Okay. Yeah. So you guys saw that. It doesn't overlap. It's a certain distance away, because if I had this, you know, maybe close to the ground, it would then overlap itself, which is not what we want, and then there'd be TNT flying everywhere, and that's just a big problem. So this is about, I think it's like 40 blocks, so yeah, 86, and this is 40, so yeah, 46 blocks higher. So obviously, you know, it just goes into the frame and gets stuck here. I could water this and nothing would explode. It doesn't explode midair, at least it shouldn't, and if I wanted to, I could just build the framework all the way up and then water that if I wanted to. Or what I'd probably do is water this up here, and then obviously that would flow into the framework, which is what we want. So we have right here the actual hammer. So the hammer is really, really long. As you can see here, it's really high. It's like, I don't know, I want to say 25 high. It's extremely high, but it works completely fine. There's no problems with it. So that's completely fine. This obviously, this is the one-shot TNT. All of this just drops down right into here, makes it all in the nick of time, and it works perfectly. Same thing with the slab bust right here. As you can see, this is same thing. It just drops right down into the piston. Yeah, I can see that there. I'll show you guys the same comp in a second here. Just hopefully the TPS won't keep doing what's doing right now, going up and down. That's a slight problem. But yeah, so I'm gonna go through a couple things again, like a repeat of it, and it's just explaining what's going on. So this realignment right here it matters. It matters a lot more than you think it would, because if I didn't have this realignment, what would actually happen was, since I'm shooting west, it would not work. I could obviously rotate the entire cannon and shoot more north or like south, but I'm not gonna do that. I don't need to do that, you know. Just don't need to. Don't really need to do that at all, obviously. So yeah, that realignment's there. It works perfectly. There's no problems with it. It's just wired like this. Goes underground, a little bit underground, 1 block, and obviously it gets powered right there. That's 1 tick before. That's 1 tick before. This is a couple ticks before. That was the sand gets up there and gets shot back up. So that's kind of how that works. This is a decent amount of delay, because it actually has to run all the way up to here, and then it has to get through all this, and then yeah, obviously you can see there's some problems with that. But this is completely floating. There's no other add-on to it. Like, I can make a full can. I can make a like an entire barrel down here and just put a platform down here and it'd work fine, right? But yeah, that's kind of how that works. It works flawlessly. I would definitely recommend if you're gonna do like a 1-second auto to do that design. And yeah, that's just what I recommend. Probably gonna be doing more 1-second autos, and I'll be doing that design too, because I'm starting to like 1-second autos. They're fun to do. So yeah, I'm gonna try to fire this cannon and hopefully not get much lag at all. I'm gonna be able to show you guys the sand going into the cannon and everything, and getting shot out. I don't know if I'll be able to do that or not, but we're gonna try. All right, now. Okay, so yeah, now we're gonna fire the cannon. Throw the little cut there I just attempted, and server started to lag out. This is a lot better already. You guys can see the sand comps going off, alternating back and forth between the two sand comps. Now we're starting to counted lag, but that's fine. You guys can see it gets shot there, gets shot over, goes up, shot there, shot over, shot up. You know, you guys can get that point right there. Okay, you can kind of see that. Now I'm gonna go up to here, and you guys can see this working in action. Okay, I guess you really can't see it because the parts are out. Yeah, there you go. You can see the sand kind of coming up right here. There it is, and then it gets realigned right there. You can kind of see it get shot back up for a second. I don't know if you can see it or not. As you guys can see, this is the fully working cannon. I got the one-shot sand. Oh, that's fun. The one-shot sand right there. That's working completely fine. And I keep looking up for no reason at all. I think it's time to stop the cannon. Okay. Sorry, one shot. I didn't mean this, okay? I'm sorry. I still love you. Gosh. Okay. But yeah, we stopped it, and yeah. Everything's gonna catch up real quick. Yeah, okay. That was, gosh. That's so weird. But yeah, so as you guys can see, that worked perfectly fine. You guys can kind of see what's going on. Actually, the slower TPS actually kind of helped with the visuals. But yeah. You saw the realignment, you saw all this stuff happening, you saw this getting toggled, which is always so, it's really cool, but yeah, so, I mean, it took me some time to make this cannon. The one thing that was the hardest thing to do is I could get the sand comp to work, but I couldn't get it to work with this top cannon. So, I mean, what kind of happened was I had this design on a separate tickage, so it was like, the ticks were set to like that. So like even fast, like this would be like a 0.7 auto, but that didn't work, and then I had to go design with this, and yeah, I had a lot of problems with that. So yeah, I had to fix that and make a new sand comp, but I kept the top part. But yeah, so if you guys really want to make one of these 1-second autos, I definitely suggest having this floating design. It definitely helps, makes your life a lot easier. Obviously I have these 3 lines, makes everything look nice and neat. This goes up to that goes around to this, and then that goes right to this, as also the timing. So yeah, it's a fun cannon. I actually had I enjoyed making this cannon quite a bit. It was really fun to make, most definitely. And yeah, guys, I mean, I'm Raiderpint. Oopsie. I'm Raiderpint, guys, and I'll see you guys all in the next video. If you guys want this cannon released, 40 likes or more, that'd be great, and I'll release the cannon. And yeah, I'm Raiderpint, guys, and I'll see you all in the next video. Goodbye.